The world feels different right now. Not just busy, not just chaotic, but different. Turn on the news for 5 minutes and you'll hear about wars, alliances shifting, nations threatening one another, and tensions rising in the places the Bible have spoken about for thousands of years. And for many people, it creates a quiet question in the back of their mind. What is happening to the world? Jesus actually warned that there would be times like this. In the book of Matthew, chapter 24, he said we would hear of wars and rumors of wars, nation rising against nations, kingdoms against kingdoms. But then he said something that many people overlook. See that you are not troubled. Not troubled. Jesus didn't say these things would never happen. He said, when they do happen, do not let fear take over your heart. Because these moments are not meant to drive people into panic. They're meant to wake people up spiritually. Right now, many people are living their lives, excuse me, as if the world will continue exactly the way it always has. But history shows us something different. Every empire has fallen. Every powerful nation eventually changes. And every generation eventually faces moments where the world feels uncertain. The Bible never promised a peaceful world, but it did promise something better. It promised that God remains in control even when the world feels like it's spinning. Many people here talk about prophecy and immediately feel fear. They imagine chaos, destruction, and the end of everything. But that isn't actually the central message of the book of Revelation. The message of Revelation is that no matter how dark the world becomes, Jesus still wins. And for those who belong to him, fear is replaced with hope. The early Christians understood this. They lived under persecution. They lived during wars. Many of them were imprisoned or killed for their faith. Yet the message they carried was not panic, it was faith. The Apostle Paul wrote in 1 Thessalonians chapter 5, "Let us not sleep as others do, but let us watch and be sober. Watch, be awake, be aware of the times, but remain steady." Right now, many people are asleep spiritually, not because they are bad people, but because life is loud. Work, entertainment, social media, endless distractions. And when life is full of distractions, it's easy to ignore the deeper questions. Why are we here? What happens after this life? Is God real? What if everything the Bible said about eternity is true? The truth is that the world has always been fragile. People can shift overnight. Economies can change in weeks. Nations can fall in a generation. But the one thing that has never changed is the invitation God gives to every person. Come to him, not through religion, not through perfection, through Jesus. Jesus didn't come to condemn the world. He came to rescue people from a world that was already broken. And that offer still stands today. You don't need to understand every prophecy. You don't need to solve every mystery in the Bible. What matters is your relationship with the one who wrote the story. Because the truth is, whether the world is calm or chaotic, every person will eventually stand before God. And when that moment comes, what matters most isn't politics, money, status, or power. What matters is whether we knew him. The good news is that God isn't hiding. The Bible says if you seek him, you will find him. Not someday, not when the world ends, right now. So instead of fear, let this moment be an invitation. Turn towards God. Talk to him. Read his word. Ask him to reveal himself to you. Because no matter what happens in the world, There is a peace that cannot be shaken, and that peace is found in Jesus. God bless you guys. I pray that this helps you gain some understanding today. God bless you. God bless you in a mighty, mighty way. Until next time.